And we are live. Just showing this interesting piece of glass. Oh, by the way, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And it's got notification. Remember, when you ring the bell, not once, but twice, you get notification when we go live. It's a Saturday. Enjoying my morning here. Took dogs out just after a big storm, so they're all resting and walking around, getting exercise, listening to the birds chirp real early in the morning. And so today I want to talk about two things. One, have you ever heard, and I'm holding up the telegraph insulator, and we'll talk about this in a minute. You heard the saying, I'll know it when I see it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, an experience I had, and go through that process. Also, we're going to do Fortune Cookie Saturday. Hey! Because I didn't do the show past 2 days, and I'll tell you why on that one too. So anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way, getting value to your customer, not working crazy hours because people are nuts, and getting home to family and friends, having some fun, have fun at work, right? Try to enjoy life. So didn't do a show past 2 days because I'm switching jobs again. I got a good opportunity to go to, so I'm going to take it. And I put my resignation in on Wednesday. So yeah, Thursday and Friday were kind of a little crazy. So I didn't get up early enough. I was trying to close out stuff, do things, get things ready, getting through that stress point. And we could talk about that later as the stress of changing jobs. But you got to have a positive attitude what you want to do. So that was my Thursday and Friday. That's my excuse for not doing the show past 2 days. So I wanted to make sure I did the show today. And like I said, every day is why we don't do a big backlog, because every day something comes up. Now, today, I want to talk about, I'll know it when I see it. How many times do you build something for a customer and until they see it, they don't know that's what they wanted, or they told you exactly what they wanted to build, and you built to the letter of the specification, design, whatever, to what they said they wanted. But once they saw it, that wasn't what they wanted, right? And that's part of it. And that's why that's why you want to get stuff into the front of the customer and get feedback loops. People are, well, what do we need to do reviews? Why do we want to review the customer? Why do we want to meet this customer? Because they're not going to know what it is, what they want until they see it. And I'm holding up this little glass insulator. It's pretty cool. I stole this from my son's desk because when we do the train thing, we go out and we always look for stuff. And he likes trains. He thought this insulator was just pretty cool. It's heavy. It's a heavy leaded glass. I mean, this probably still has lead in it. Probably going to die from it, right? But what was interesting is yesterday, I was browsing around on Facebook Marketplace, and there was this big box of glass insulators. And I'm like, oh, wow. And they only wanted like $20 for it. I'm like, that's a deal. But then I thought to myself, okay, it'd be great. I didn't get it. We can talk about that another day. But the thought process by seeing the big box of glass insulators, right? I mean, think of this glass insulator and multiply by like 15. So like 15 of these things, not this color, but all kinds of different colors, but just a box full of them, and people collect them. So anybody has any of these that you want to get rid of, I'm going to tell you why. When I saw the box, I'm like, okay, what can I do with the glass insulators? I'm like, I have no idea. But when I saw it, a box full of insulators, it just triggered my mind. I says, you know what? I can build a display for kids, a telegraph display, not just a display, but an interactive activity. So when we do the train museum, that they can be on one side of the museum and do telegraph, where you do the ... dash, and did that whole Morse code thing. The definition of done article I wrote a while ago with the Morse code, because it's funny, the statement that went through Morse code was done, right? It's classic, right? So, but have these insulators go up through the building, right, all the way around to the other side, where there'd be another telegraph on the other side of the museum, and the kids can see how these would work. So it wouldn't be just like, let me put this on the shelf and people could just look at it. Don't it look pretty? Right? They can look at it. My thought was they would actually see how it actually works and actually do it. Kind of like a Scrum Master. I can coach people all I want, but until they do it and experience it, they ain't going to grasp what it does. So my thought was, if I had that whole box, I was going to rig up 20 of the whole entire box, maybe some more, and do some telegraph lines throughout the entire museum. Maybe there'd be more one station, just like a train station or a thing, and we'll have stops along, maybe because we want to do Pennsylvania Railroad kind of things. Maybe there'll be different stations along the Pennsylvania Railroad, and then you can put messages out to people, right? We'll figure out something. But I thought it would be interesting. But until I saw that box of 20 of these things, I had no idea that was an idea in my head that would manifest itself into that kind of interactive display. So there's a case where until I saw it, I didn't know what I wanted, right? Or wanted to do, or my goal. So sometimes getting those draft versions of what you build to the customer generates these ideas. So I just want to pass that as an example. Always try to come up with different examples for different things and how stuff we do in Scrum works and helps you out. And that's legit. People are like, what are you doing? It's like, yeah, it's everywhere, man. Every book I've read lately, it's all in there. All the Agile stuff, the principles, the visuals, everything. So again, picture this glass insulator. Picture a box of 20 of these. Once I saw it, I'm like, what can I do with that? And it generated a bunch of ideas. That's the same thing a sprint review is supposed to do. Customer's supposed to see it and go, oh, okay. Can you do this? Can it do this? Can I use it for this? Is this a possibility? Because what they thought they were going to use it for may translate into 20 other different things, right? So think about the little glass insulator and the trains and the telegraph, and maybe one day I'll actually do a split display and I'll show it on the shop. So that was the idea about when I see it, I'll know it, right? Now the other thing, let's do Fortune Cookie Friday. Yay, Fortune Cookie Friday. Well, it's actually Saturday. So it's Fortune Cookie Saturday, yeah. So in this fortune cookie, keep it short, there is a message from an Agile consultant, Agile accountant out there that's going to tell us that we have to apply something that's in here on this message to Agile and Scrum. So I'm opening up the fortune cookie, and we'll either apply it to Agile, Scrum, or the show or something. So let's see what it says. Take my glasses off so I can read it. All right. A minute of time is worth more than 1 ounce of gold. Wow. I love that one. A minute of time worth more than 1 ounce of gold. So let's think about that. Why is a minute of time worth more than 1 ounce of gold? I can go so many places with this. Now, I don't think the show had anything, today's show with the insulators had anything to do with time. However, what I would add is that when we do daily Scrum, when you get people, so if you're wasting time, people aren't going to attend your ceremonies. We talk about that a lot. And I work with teams about, when I start off with something, they have I don't know who trained these people. They got hour-long, half-hour-long daily Scrums. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about for a half hour? There's only 5 of you. You're just all over the place. So no one attends these things. Same thing with sprint planning, right? They're in there 2 hours trying to solutionize. The customer's gone. So every minute that you concentrate what you're doing, same thing, refinement, every sermon, refinement sessions, all this stuff, you want to treat each minute as gold and get the most effective use out of that time. You want to be prepared and ready to go. So this is great from a facilitation perspective. You want to design your facilitation experience to take the most value every little minute of time. And how do you do that? And you want to set that up. So 1 minute of time worth more than an ounce of gold. I would agree. So with that and a little dinger over there, we're time to go. My phone's going off. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the show. Ring the bell twice. so you get notification when we go live. And I want to wish you all a happy day and happy scrumming. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye. See ya.